360 Strong Women. Today we're going to do a workout called Level Up. I'm going to take different exercises and begin to level them up. So you can start here with a modified form and then move and grow into a more challenging exercise. Now, most of Level Up is what we call HIIT training, high intensity interval training, because we start with maybe a basic squat and then we add more to it, maybe rising up onto your toes and then maybe jumping. So that would be the higher intensity. So we start in a modified form or a regular exercise and we move and challenge the exercise up. We level it up. This means that you have options. So you can start here and stay here until your form is perfect. If jumping's out for you, you can still rise up and come down and maybe add that. Maybe that's where you need to stay. Or if you're already a person who does a lot of jumping, needs the extra intensity, you can go to this next level. The great news about this is also the timing. So what we do is we start modification and we work longer here, right? Time over intensity. As we begin to level up and add more intensity to the exercise, we shorten the time, intensity over time. So you could start here in a modified form and maybe work for a minute. Move to your center level where you're adding a little bit more and maybe work 45 seconds and then get to your highest intensity level and work 20 seconds. So it would be like doing a Tabata here, 20 seconds on, and then you could do this whole one as a Tabata. 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, 8 times. So you could stay there and do that. So there's a lot of ways that you could do this workout. I'm just going to go over the exercise, show you the different levels, work towards them, cool you down. So we're going to do squats, jacks, plank, back lunge, an ab exercise, and then I'm going to cool you down. So you've got total body because we're working arms, we're working abs, we're working legs. So upper body, lower body, core. It's total body. And again, when you get to this 20 seconds, you can make this one a Tabata. And we have in our playlist Tabata, so you'll understand how to do it. It's 20 seconds of work as fast and hard as you can go, 10 seconds of rest. You're going to do it 8 times, and you can finish that off in Tabata form when you go back and do this. We're not doing Tabata at the end. We're just going to do the 20 seconds because, again, I'm going to keep these relatively short so that you can, right, mix and match the playlist. Make sure you have water, comfortable, stable shoes. I've actually added an extra mat here just so that I can try to make it a little quieter and stable. And then we're going to go ahead and warm up. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go. And I'm going to start by stepping side to side. And notice that when I'm moving my body. I want to get all the movements in, oxygen in my body, but I'm not dropping my head below my heart. I'm keeping that apple under my chin and keeping my neck in a neutral position. I want my cervical spine always to be neutral. We are not dumping forward, looking down, and especially when we get to that 20 seconds and we're in that higher intensity, even if it's a short amount of time, we're not going to stop and drop our head below our heart. I see it all the time, and that's why you get dizzy. I'm going to go ahead and activate my glutes by just bringing my knees up to my chest before I load the legs. And I want to open up my arms, open up my back, open up my chest, open up my core, my abs, And then my legs. Now, I'm going to load my legs. And squats are going to be part of this. So what we want to do is form, right? Apple under the chin, tuck those abs in, squeeze skin to muscle to bone. Squeeze those legs. Drive your feet as your stabilizers in. Your ankles, your mover. Move side to side. Now, this is not just modified, middle, and end. There are a lot of other ways that you can challenge yourself in exercises. This is just one way to level things up. You can level things up by adding weight to things. I would say make sure your form is on point before you add equipment. I'm going to twist out my spine a little bit, and I want to open up my hips. So I'm just going to tap the inside of my ankles, my movers, and then I'm going to tap back for my hamstrings. Breathe in and out, taking in that oxygen. I'm going to push my hip flexors back. And then rotate them out. We're going to work legs, core, and upper body. I'm going to circle my arms. And then breathe that up. And exhale that away. So our first one's going to be a squat. So I'm starting in my modified position. I'm going to move to the center, but modified. So we're going to take 1 minute and do a perfect squats. Inhale as we come down, exhale as we come up. Then I'm going to move to 45 seconds and do what we call a squat dig. So a squat dig is coming down and then lifting up onto your toes. So you'll work both your upper legs and your tibials into the calves. So up and down. We're going to do that for 45 seconds. And then we're going to do our 20-second squat jumps. I'm going to come up, come down, and push my body up and down. Now, you could squat, jump squats. That would be your 45 seconds. If you really need leveling up, and you could do a kip here. Then bring your knees all the way up in the air and then land soft like a cat. I'm not going to do a kip in here today because I think it's too loud. But you could do kips or jump squats. It's your workout. I need you to decide what is best for your body. All right, let me get that set for us. 1 minute is first. And we're working it. Exhale, inhale. Drive your knees behind your toes. Up on your chin. Squatting down. And then lifting up. Make sure you're sitting in your chair. Your knees aren't pushing forward. I'm not dropping my head below my heart. No, I'm not. Now exhale. Exhale is the exertion. That's where you want to exhale out and push and use your legs, not your low back. And you're done. Now, a minute may be too long for some of you who are just starting out. So you may want to shorten the time as you work the spectrum. Yes, you decide. It's your workout. What we want is our more modified position. Doesn't necessarily make it hard. Longer time, less intensity. Then middle of the road, 45 seconds about, less or more. You could do 2 minute, 1 minute, 30 second. You could do it that way, right? So our middle one, it's about 45 seconds. And then we get to a very high intensity. I like to do that Tabata form. Butt digs. Up and down. Up on my toes, down. It's like a little bunny hop. I'm moving, but my feet are not leaving the ground. Still making sure my form is on point. And then rest that out. You may need to move your body side to side. Bring your heart rate back down. So it could be up here. That's what we want. A little more intensity. Heart rate comes up a little higher. Breathe in and out. And then we have our jump squat, or if you're going a little higher, leveling up a little bit more, you're going for that kip, right? Driving up, driving your knees up as tight to your chest as you can. Then when you land, it's not a thud, it's a soft, like a cat. And we have 20 seconds on that. Breathe in and out, don't hold your breath. Apple under your chin. Rest, and you're done. Go ahead, get some water, step side to side, cooling that down, and we go to the next exercise. I like this high-low, makes your body work. All right, next one. We've got our modified 1 minute, modified jack. Our 45-second regular jack, or you could do a circle jack. Our 20-second high jack, leaving the floor. That's what we're doing. 1 minute, 45, 20. Now, you could start here, regular jack, for a minute, if modification is too easy for you. Then you could do circle jacks. Then you could do high jacks. So you're going to decide what's best for you. And we level up from where we are. The important thing is to meet yourself where you are for today. Sometimes you're on point. I'm all high intensity. I feel great. Sometimes today, I want to do modifications. It's not because it's easier. It's just taking longer time, shorter amounts, right? What do we want? We want to move every day. We want variety. So you can use this as variety. Sometimes you're doing all high intensity, short amount of time. Sometimes you're doing a more modified workout. Doesn't mean it's harder. And you're going for a longer period of time. Still going to get a great workout. Changes the way your body adapts to things, moves you, and propels you forward. And we want to be adaptable and flexible. And therefore, some days, I don't have it in me to jump off the ground this high. My body's hurting today. I need to keep one leg on the ground and still move to make my goals. So be adaptable and flexible with yourself. Not just about time. I don't have time. So then we rearrange how that looks. But how our body feels. Sometimes we don't feel like we're flying. Sometimes we're more grounded. Sometimes we feel like I can fly. I'm going to do high intensity interval work and get that done. Short amount of time, and I still get it done. You can play with this. This is what I love about these moves. All right, so circle jacks are going to be next, and then our high jacks, right? Leaving the ground. Notice that I landed soft. My knees did not shoot over my toes, and I kept my apple under my chin. 1 minute, and we are in modification. All modification means is that I'm doing the exercise, but I'm not leaving the ground. I'm keeping one leg on the floor at all times. And if you have a back issue or jumping just hurts your knees, this is where you want to be. It's still really effective. And you're breathing. Still doing the work. You've got this. And rest. So again, we're moving our body so we don't get a thing called blood pooling. And we're going to rest a little bit. I'm going to move into that 45 seconds of circle jacks or regular jacks, whatever you decide. I like circle jacks because I've got my arms in motion and it works my upper body. If you have a shoulder issue, you might be able to jump, but keeping your arm up here and flexion might be too much. Keep them low. Still be effective. Again, I'm a wayfinder. I will find a way for you to get your movement in, to make it varied, and to keep you adaptable and flexible. Now, 45 seconds, circle jacks. Can't be up on your toes because this hurts your calves, heels. It's going to send you down into your quadriceps. That's okay. And march that out. Woo! Your heart rate should be up. And step side to side. You can do a little grapevine. We learned this the other day in a video. Cardio with walking movements. Grapevine is just one of them. Keeps you moving so that your blood isn't hitting the wall of your muscles and giving you a spike and hurting. It's moving that blood, moving the oxygen where it needs to go, keeping you from passing out, keeping you from dropping your head below your heart. It's a good thing. And then you're recovered. Woo! Nice. Okay. Last one, 20 seconds. We've got our high jacks. You can go back to another type of jack if jumping and leaving the air is out for you. You could do T-jacks, right? You could do jack and jab. You could do it that way. Just find what works for you. 20 seconds, and we work. and rest that out. Well, that was a little loud for me. And I'm going to step in a V step. Bring my heart rate down. Notice when you bring your arms up over your head, whoo, your heart rate comes up. Breathe in and out. Take in that oxygen. Exhale it out. All right, go ahead. Get some water and meet me down on the ground. All right, down on the ground. We're going to start to work planks. So our modified plank is just going to be a regular low plank. If you're just learning low plank, go back into the tutorial, find the plank tutorial in the playlist and start to work from there. That's going to really help you. Form over everything else. Don't worry about time and intensity over time if you're just learning how to do the exercise. Form first. So 1 minute, low plank. 45 seconds, high to low plank. So I'm going to come up to a high plank, come down to a low plank. And then in my 20 seconds, if it's not too loud, I'm going to do what's called plank pops or plank hops. And all that is I'm going to hold my plank and then lift myself off the ground, pop it up, and land soft. And that was kind of loud, so we'll see. I may just talk you through it, but I'll show you again when we get to that part. So we're working a minute. If you can do a minute of a perfect plank, then you need to start learning how to move in plank because our bodies are meant to move. So I'm on my forearm, my elbow under my chin, looking to the end of my mat. Got my abs to my spine and my spine to my abs, pulling them in, integrating everything in my body, squeezing my glutes, squeezing my shoulders, my arms, my legs, squeezing everything into the center line of my body. And I am breathing. I am not holding my breath. And we don't want to do that. We want to breathe through this. You are almost to a minute, and that's a good thing. Hold it steady, long and lean, but is not in the air. We are not doing a donkey push-up. We are doing a plank. You should be making a table and really holding this nice and tight. And then exhale, release. Now on your release, you can slide down to your child's pose and lengthen through the spine and stretch it out and just take in some breath. If a minute is too long for you in plank, then you're still practicing plank. Keep practicing your plank. Maybe a minute, hold as much as you can till your form collapses. Then take a break and restructure your form and try to hold a little bit more. You may just be 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 seconds in plank because you have to learn how to do it properly. And then we have to build your strength, upper body strength, core strength, back strength to hold your body up so that you can hold it in good form. And that's the most important thing. All right, 45 seconds is going to be high to low. I don't want to dip over like this. I want to try to keep my hips as squared off to my mat as I can. And as I come down and come up, they're going to shift and move a little bit. I just don't want them rocking like facing the window to the side. I want to try to keep them level as much as I can. So it's integration. You're going to really have to squeeze your legs, really squeeze your core, really squeeze and make your body light and tight so that your shoulders aren't doing all the work because they like to. All right, and then we work. So low plank, high plank, low plank, high plank, low plank, high plank, low plank, high plank, low plank, inhale, exhale as you push up, bring it back down, and exhale it again. I'm switching arms because I don't want to work just one side of my shoulder. And release. Bring my knees down, slide into your child's pose, and stretch out that lower lumbar. Especially if you're feeling that in your low back. Strong abs, strong back, strong abs. It's a symbiotic relationship. We want them to love each other and get along. And so that takes practice, that's all. It's all about finding form and practicing form. If you're just practicing, start 1 second at a time. Just keep adding a second. You'll get there, I promise. Now we have our 20 seconds of pops. And you're just gonna jump up off the mat and land soft in your high plank. I'm gonna try to do this without making it too loud. So I think my feet were the loudest. I'm gonna add cushion down here. I'm gonna do it sideways just so that I can try to keep the noise level down. All right, and you're working. So high plank, push up, land, push up, land, push up, land, push up, land. Exhale, inhale. Keep going. 3, 2, and you're done. I started to get really loud there. So I wanted to make that a little quieter. And then that is done. All right. We have only a few left. While I have you down here, we're going to do this a little backwards. I'm going to go ahead and do the core one, and then we'll do the lunges right side, left side. Then you're done. So once we stand back up again, we don't have to come back down to the ground. So I'm just going to keep you down here. It makes more sense. Our minute exercise is going to be heels to heaven. That covers that center core, your center abs. And all you're going to do is, right, we're going to fall here into waterfall in yoga. My hips are going to be in alignment with my ankles. My shoulder blades are going to come off the mat, apple my chin. So all I'm going to do is reach up, try to tap my toes, come back down. Reach up, tap the toes, come back down. Exhale as you come up, inhale as you come down. So important to breathe in abdominal and core work. Breathe, breathe, breathe. We need to be doing that. We don't want to build a pocket around the muscle because we're holding it. And it's going to shoot forward because of the contraction. And we don't want to have an air pocket there. So we want to get them as lean and strong as you can. Your core holds your body up. All right, 1 minute. And exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and then release. Now you may need to rock your legs side to side. Open up your hips, open up the low back. It's the windshield wiper. That's going to feel good. Twisting through that spine and releasing those tight abdominals. Beautiful. Okay, 45 seconds. It's going to be right
center, left, crunch up. And it's going to look like this. So I'm going to bend my legs, ground them down. Notice that my knees and my ankles are in alignment. I'm going to roll my shoulders back, stack my scapulae, lift up. So right, exhale, inhale, center, exhale, inhale, left, exhale, inhale, center, exhale, inhale, 45 seconds. All right, here we go. And release. And again, you can rock your legs side to side. All right, now our 20 seconds is going to be boat. So we want to be up on our sits bone. I'm going to pull the pit of the belly in and up, roll my shoulders, and lengthen my spine. So the crown of my head is coming up to the top, and I'm in my boat. Squeeze everything together. Breathe. Now you can be here. It's okay. If you're just starting, you can even be here. And then release. Now I like to cross my legs over and hinge forward. And oh my goodness, that's going to feel so good. Breathe in, take in that stretch. Notice that I have not rolled my shoulders forward or dumped my head below my heart because I don't want to be dizzy, right? Unless you like that game, Dizzy Lizzy, and you want to feel nauseous, please do not drop your head below your heart. That's bad. We don't want that, and I'm not there to catch you. So we want to make sure that you are super safe. I'm going to keep cueing you over and over and over again about that. If you don't have a mirror in front of you and you're not looking at yourself, you may not even notice it. So I'm going to keep cueing you to remind you not to drop your head below your heart or round out and dump your shoulders. Once your shoulders dump forward, your head's going to want to do this, and you're going to get dizzy. So we don't want that, especially with these kinds of movements. Go ahead, get some water, and meet me up. So you've met me up on the mat. We have a right side and a left side lunges, and we're going to work them 3 different ways because that's what we're doing today. So our modification is just going to be a minute of back lunge, stand up, back lunge, stand up, back lunge, stand up. If you don't know if you're in perfect alignment for a lunge, hit the button, go into the playlist, and find the tutorial on lunges so that you know how you're supposed to look, how you're supposed to feel, what it's supposed to be. Practice. So a minute of back lunges on the right. Then we're going to do 45 seconds of up on the toes and down, up on the toes and down, up on the toes and down. Then 20 seconds of back lunge, bring it in, bring it down, bring it in, bring it down. This leg's going to stay loaded. It is going to be on fire, but it's just 20 seconds, so you can do that. All right, are we ready? And then we'll do the left side. I'll cool you down, stretch you out. You're done. All right, 1 minute, our modification, back lunge, under the chin. Exhale, inhale, come down. Exhale, inhale,
Down, exhale, inhale. Make sure your knee stacks over your ankle. You're making an L in the front and in the back. My torso's high, I'm not leaning over my leg, sitting up nice and tall. My standing leg is starting to burn. That's how we do it. Short amount of time, really, for this whole workout. Full body, total. I'm hot, sweaty, have labored breathing. I can talk to myself, and I hope you can talk to me too. That's the key. Taking you to that line, and then bringing it back down. Ground down at your feet. My ankles started to move because I shifted my eyes away. And now I have to reset my form. Whew, tired. And then walk that out a little bit. So you can walk side to side, get water. May feel good to externally rotate or push back. That may feel good too. All right, now we're setting up that low 45 seconds where we're in our lunge. We're gonna lift up onto our toes and come back down. So it's like a long pulse, but you're actually working into the bottom, so legs, tibials, calves, shins, peroneus muscle. So I'm gonna come down. Got my mat under me so it's comfortable. 45 seconds and lift. Up onto the toes and down. Now I'm hovering. Up onto the toes and down, hovering. Exhale, inhale. My heels lifted up off the ground. Woo! Getting stuff done. Exhale it out, inhale. Oh, baby. Burning, burning. I'm just going to keep talking to myself. I can do it. You can do it too. And then walk that in, down. Oh, so the back leg burns, right? Front leg burns, back leg burns, calves burn. And I'm just like, whew. Tired in my legs. They feel heavy because they're working hard. All right, we've got that 20 seconds of in, out. It's like a loaded knee repeater. So if you've ever done step, right? It's kind of like that, but we're loading. This leg is going to stay loaded. It's going to burn. Coming down. It's only 20 seconds. Ready, and in, out, load, in, out, load, in, out. And done. Woo! Do you see smoke coming out of my legs? Because I feel like there's smoke coming out of my legs. Wow. All right. Right side's done. Now we don't want to be not balanced, right? A lot of you are like, Beth, my legs are tired. I'm done. Stick a fork in you. It's okay. You've got this other side. So we are balanced on right side, left side. You may feel more tired on this side because I've already tired out one side of your body. And you only have this to hang on to, so to speak. All right, we've got back lunge. And coming down, coming up. Inhale, exhale. Nice and tall. Apple under your chin. Stack that knee behind your toe. It's stacked. Just wanted to make sure that you could see that. Inhale, exhale. Notice I'm breathing. My chest and my hips, my shoulders and my hips are following each other. and release. Wow. All right, they should be tired. Take some time. Catch your breath. Move your body. Make sure oxygen's going to your peripherals, right? Your brain's telling your body, breathe. Send air to the ends of your body. And then you can recover. And then back to the heart, of course. All right, we've got our 45 seconds. Up onto the toes and down. And we work up and down, up and down, up and down. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Ooh, they're tired. And done. All right, walk around. I feel that from my hip flexor all the way down to my Achilles tendon. So full legs, hip flexors, IT band, quads, adductors, abductors, calves, peroneal space, shins, Achilles, like all the way from top of my leg all the way down to the bottom. Good stuff. All right, we've got our 20 seconds. In and out, like that loaded knee repeater. And we work. And done. And again, I'm going to circle that out, push it back, because there's smoke, and I feel it. And my legs are done. I'm just going to step side to side, breathe up. You're done. You've leveled up. So we've gone through squats, jacks, planks, abs, and lunges. Total body, right? A full body workout with longer time modification, shorter time, a little level up, Tabata time. If you did a Tabata with it, excellent, cool. You're very cool. I just want to make it short. But you could take your 20 seconds and add 8 of those and do a full Tabata. If you have time, if you need the intensity workout, if you need the endurance workout, if you need the cardio, extra cardio burn, there it is right there for you. All right, I'm taking that big breath up. Exhale out. You're going to drink a lot of water after this. So you want to get in 16 ounces of water during your workout. Just keep sipping it. Take your time. Find water. I didn't cue for water, but you need it. So keep taking it in. And then 16 ounces afterwards. Get that in. We want 8 ounces of water through the day. Just stretching out. You might have felt your shoulders, your upper back, your chest when we were doing plank, when we were doing high-low plank, and your core, right? And those little plank pops, right? We're really working into the shoulders. So just give them a nice stretch. And breathe out. Take that side body stretch because we worked it. Right, center, left. Getting those abdominals and including obliques, front and backside pockets. I may want to twist it out and hold. And then twist to the other side. And hold. Breathe up. Exhale it out. And stretch those legs. Lift those glutes. Work into your ankle joints because you really should have felt your ankle joints when you work those quads, hamstrings. Whew. Got all the way down, all the way across your legs, hip flexors, IT band, calves, all the way down. Just open that up. Sit into your hip. That's going to feel good. Glutes, piriformis. You did it. And like I said, you can keep changing this up. So now you know the formula of level up. Longer time modification, middle, shorter time, and high intensity exercise, short amount of time. You can make it a Tabata if you want to. Exhale that all away and go in peace. You are done. You are stretched. Take more time to stretch if you need to, especially if you need to open up your hips. Really sit on your mat and actually go into our playlist. Like, subscribe, and share to our channel. Hit those playlists and go in, find those stretch videos. It'll be in the mindfulness playlist. Find all the stretches, yoga, gentle stretch, all of that. Stretch it out. There's office stretches if you need those. We've stretched you from head to toe. There's strap stretching and myofascial rolling in there if you need that. Take the time to stretch your body. It's important. One, it helps push out lactic acid out of your body so your body doesn't hurt so much during the day. Two, keeps you nice and flexible, what I call al dente, like cooked pasta, very fluid. And three, flexibility helps all other things. Remember the delta of fitness, strength training, cardiovascular training, flexibility, and balance. It's all going to matter. It's all going to help. All right, I enjoyed making this video. I hope that you enjoy leveling up. We'll see you for the next video. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you. Bye.